Welcome back to Football Daily. It's lovely to have you guys. We're doing the Champions League previews with Jack.
Hello.
How you doing?
Brilliant.
And Pat.
Rick. McKay.
Yes, yes.
Call me Pat if you want. Call me
Yeah,
whatever you
can we
like.
call you Pat?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Paddy?
Yeah. Well, it's another Patrick I know called Paddy, so we've sort of carved it out.
Yeah. On YouTube.
Which it just works.
Yeah.
So let's.
It just works, Laurence. Just do the previews. And that's what we're here to do. First up, Arsenal playing Bayern Munich.
They
now,
are.
we all know that if Arsenal lose this, there's only one other team in England that has lost 3 and gone on to qualify. Do you know who it is?
Is it Liverpool?
No.
Is it Chelsea?
No. But they are in form at the moment. Newcastle.
Newcastle. Really? Of course,
Under
yeah.
Robson.
Now that's a stat.
Yeah. Craig Bellamy, was it?
The Laurence.
era?
Mate, I just know the stat. I don't
Okay,
know
all right.
about it.
Don't look at any great depth.
yeah.
I think Arsenal certainly got their work cut out. They had a very good.
You think?
I think Munich we just covered on Monday's show how they squeezed past Werder Bremen with
Squeezed.
I don't know the German, but I mean neither do you.
Supposedly, yeah.
But it's so Lewandowski's scored 15 goals for Poland and. Poland and Bayern Munich, Thomas Müller's got 9 in 9. I think Watford gave, for about 60 minutes, they gave Arsenal a very, very good game. And then they kind of and then it sort of, it was within 12 minutes or so, wasn't it? I mean,
Do you think they're practicing their game plan of sort of, wait for it, hit them? And that's what they do against Bayern.
But I mean, Arsenal won't. I don't think they'll be rolled over. But they've got Petr Cech now is looking like he's Chelsea's Petr Cech.
The thing is with Munich is they haven't really got much pressure on them, which kind of says to me they're going to be even more ruthless because they can play with a bit of freedom.
I see what you mean, but do you think that the point was made on a podcast I was on Sunday? Just because they're in the Champions League and we see Arsenal as a lower team than them, we think instantly they're going to lose. But I mean, Arsenal do have a history of doing well against these bigger sides in the Champions League, don't they? Almost performing when they need to.
I think so, yeah, and they certainly do need to now. Although I think if I was going to give a prediction, I'm going to go for 2-2, which I don't think is enough for Arsenal at this stage.
Yeah, they sort of have to win, don't they?
Which I don't think they will.
Their tactics need to be spot on because Bayern Munich are so good that if Arsenal just slip up tiny on tactically, they're going to get punished, and that's the thing that Arsenal maybe have struggled with a bit. They were really tactically good against Watford, as you said, held off for a bit, really wore them down, and showed Watford were struggling a bit to come to the end, so they sort of need to take that game plan into Bayern Munich, but just step up another level.
I mean, Wolfsburg got beaten by Bayern at the weekend, obviously, and then they were playing Lewandowski, Müller, and Vidal up front, backed up by the likes of Alcantara, Lahm, and Alonso.
Was that Bremen?
Bremen.
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 That's a scary attacking force.
And they kept them out, but the thing is, Bremen had chances themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like
it was only 1-0.
It was only 1-0. They certainly had chances themselves. So it's not all. I think Arsenal can score.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Sanchez scored. But I can't see them getting the win that they need because now they've put themselves in a situation where they've got to play Bayern Munich twice, needing 6 points, which is stupid.
Arsenal do go into this on the back of some good form. Probably the ideal time to play Munich, really. So yeah, they're not going to get rolled over, and they're going to have chances. So
prediction:
3-2 Munich.
3-2 Munich.
Good God! And for you?
I said 2-2, and I'm bloody well sticking to it.
Desmond.
Desmond, yeah.
I'm going to go. Should we go 2-1 Bayern?
Yeah. So no one fancies Arsenal for this.
Poor Arsenal.
Yeah. Well,
I woun't go that far.
Prove us wrong, Arsenal.
I mean, it is just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just the way it is, Arsenal. That's just natural selection.
Yeah, I believe is how we're going to paint it.
Chelsea are away at Kiev. They're also on the back of a win. Chelsea out of the doldrums, 16th, rocketed up to 11th, and I'm not saying they didn't even play that well at the weekend. Chelsea.
They just needed the win, though.
They needed the win, and Aston Villa were very happy to provide 2 goals.
But they weren't actually, were they? I mean, Villa. We didn't mention that the other day, but Villa actually were trying their best to win the game.
I think that's
what teams try to do.
I think that's what Sherwood would have wanted.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea again. I don't think this will be a result that they won't get the result that they need. I think Chelsea will. I think it will be maybe again a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw. I think you'll go away with that, and you'll have to be happy with that. I mean, Kiev lost at the weekend, by the way. Lost to Shakhtar Donetsk. So maybe there's never been a better time to play Kiev. But
well, considering their form in the past, it probably is a good time to play them.
Yeah.
I've watched Kiev in a couple of the Champions League games. They do look a really good, strong side. Against Porto, they scored some fantastically worked goals, and you just worry with Chelsea's current defensive setup that Kiev could punish them.
I completely agree with you. I think Kiev will definitely score.
The interesting thing at the weekend was they played Loftus-Cheek in almost a number 10 role.
Came off half time though. So
yeah, and
so
then they
disappointing. I know.
Cesc forward.
Yeah, it's just you get it. It's like it's such a statement putting him in for such a crucial game. Then to take him at half time is almost kind of like 2 psychological steps backwards.
Yeah, but then you would also say, I mean, at least he got the 45, and at the same time they brought Hazard on and Matic in the second half. So it's not like he was sort of going off and he was being replaced by someone else as an equal. He was being replaced by a senior player.
Fair sense. But I think he's got a bright future if Chelsea just play him properly. But I think so. I think 2-2 again. I think 1-1. Kiev, they've got. I think they'll score.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
2-2 as well.
Okay.
What are you going
for? Wow. I'll go 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Really? Good on you.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'll bet on that.
Any thoughts on BATE?
BATE Borisov versus Barcelona.
Nice.
There's your hashtag.
That's why they bring me on. What are we saying about BATE? Home to Barcelona,
and they beat.
I'll say that, Patrick. That's their chance.
That is their chance. They beat Roma, didn't they? 3-2. So BATE, I think will score.
BATE.
But it's obviously a tricky place to go.
Is it?
my knowledge. We want to be there on a Wednesday. So Tuesday, yeah.
Even tougher on a Tuesday.
Depending on the weather. So I think Barcelona, outscore them much they did against Rayo.
It's a brave prediction.
Well, I mean, I want to get one right while I'm here.
No, good point.
So I think Barcelona.
2-2 then.
I think another 2-2. It's 2-2s all round. No, I'm going to go for. 4-2 Barcelona.
4-2.
Entertaining.
That is Barcelona's tactics and outscoring.
This is what I'm just saying, outgunning them.
Just throwing men forwards. 5-1 Barcelona.
Oh.
Goals galore.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I think we'll go 3-1 Barcelona.
Okay, cool.
More conservative from me.
And
then Leverkusen Roma. And now this is actually a really good game. Technically, we're going to see some really good football here from both sides. Maybe what I want to see is a bit more from Roma, because what we want to see is them pull level with Leverkusen so that it makes the group a bit more interesting, right?
Fair dues.
Do you think that'll happen?
I think Roma on the back of they're just hovering around the sort of top 3, top 4 in Serie A. They won at the weekend.
And they're definitely in the top 4 in their group in the Champions League.
Yeah, so, I mean that's nailed on, isn't it?
Yeah.
They can look forward to Champions League football. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Is it? They've got that 4th spot. That's in the bag. But no, I think I'm going to go for 2-1 Roma.
2-1 Roma.
2-1 Roma.
I think Leverkusen, good side, but sort of overshadowed by Bayern Munich's exploits this year.
So good young manager, etc.
Let's go 3-1 Leverkusen.
Really?
Yeah. I like Leverkusen.
I like Leverkusen.
Like saying it, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm actually going to say 2-2 in this one.
2-2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they'll draw.
We've been handing out 2-2s like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah. And I think it was going out of fashion quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us know your predictions in the comments below, because we absolutely want to know what you guys think for the Champions League. More people tend to be more accurate, I'd say, in the comments than sometimes we are.
Yeah, okay, so that's put us to the sword.
But that is part of it, I think. If you come to the video, then you can read below as you hear us speak, and that's the best bit about watching the video.
I'd just say mind your language, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You get the odd potty mouth.
Yeah.
All are welcome.
And that is what we call them in the comments. Go away, potty mouth. No, yeah. My mum said.
Yeah.
And it goes from there. Anyway, head over to Talk Norwich City. It's a really good channel.
Yes, thanks again, Jack.
Cheers.
Yeah. And of course, head over to Football Daily if you're not already subscribed. Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think of the channel.